In today's live, we will be reading the difficult spellings of tissues chapter. This is chapter number 6 of class 9 science NCERT that is followed in CBSE board. I hope the screen is clear to everybody. So let's begin with the first word. This is amoeba. Amoeba. Specialized. Specialized. Next, efficiently. Efficiently. Definite. Definite. In case you want me to pronounce any specific word which you are unable to, you can write in the chat section. So we are pronouncing the difficult words of tissues chapter. Noticeable. Noticeable. Demarcation. Demarcation. Sedentary. Sedentary. Next page. We are right now on the plant tissues. Meristematic. Meristematic. Apical. Apical. Lateral. Lateral. Intercalary. Intercalary. So meristematic tissues, basing upon the position, they are of three types: apical, lateral, and intercalary. If you see this diagram, here is the apical, which is present at the apex. At the base of node, we have intercalary, and along the lateral line of the stem, we have lateral meristematic tissues. Then we have cambium here. Cambium. So cambium is a part of lateral meristematic tissues. It is only present in the dicots. That is why dicot plants are able to increase their diameter. Next page. This will have lot of terms. Cellulose. Cellulose. Prominent. Prominent. Differentiation. Differentiation is going to be very important term for class 9 tissues chapter, because meristematic tissues, they get converted to permanent tissues by a process of differentiation. So when meristematic cells loses all these points which are listed here, means when they don't have dense cytoplasm, thin cellulosic walls, prominent nuclei, and when they show the presence of vacuoles in them, that means they are no more meristematic in nature. They will be behaving as permanent cell. And collection of permanent cells will make the permanent tissue. Here, the word is saffronin. Saffronin is a coloring agent which is used to color the plant tissues. Next one, unspecialized. Unspecialized. And this one is parenchyma. Parenchyma. Parenchyma is a type of simple permanent tissue. Next one, chlorophyll. Chlorophyll. Chlorenchyma. Chlorenchyma. Chlorenchyma is a modification of parenchyma only. When it will have chlorophyll, then we will be calling such a type of parenchyma as chlorenchyma. Erenchyma. Erenchyma. Erenchyma is giving you the sound of air and parenchyma. So when parenchyma stores air, it is known as erenchyma. This is quite a common feature in the aquatic plants. Next type of simple permanent tissue is collenchyma. Collenchyma. Do not get confused between chlorenchyma and collenchyma. They both are different. Chlorenchyma is a modification of parenchyma, and collenchyma is an example of simple permanent tissue as parenchyma is. Tendrils. Tendrils. Next one is intercellular. Intercellular. Next page. All the diagrams that are given to you. First one is of parenchyma. Then you have collenchyma. Then these two diagrams are of sclerenchyma. Parenchyma and collenchyma are living tissues, and sclerenchyma is the dead tissue. So the more the sclerenchyma is there in a plant, the greater will be its mechanical strength. Next, on this side, resistant, resistant, mechanical, mechanical, invasion, invasion, parasitic. Parasitic fungi will be the one that will be dependent upon the host for their nutrition. Next, guard cells. Guard cells. Transpiration. Transpiration. Next, absorptive. Absorptive. Cutin. Cutin. So cutin is a chemical that is present in the cuticle. And what is cuticle? It is an additional layer present above the epidermis in the case of desert plants so that they should not lose much water at the time of transpiration because there is a need to conserve water in them. Meristem. Meristem. Constitute. Constitute. Impervious. Impervious. Next, on this side, terrestrial. Terrestrial. Terrestrial word is used for plants and animals that live on land. These are the components of xylem pronounced as tracheids. Tracheids. Vessels. Vessels. Parenchyma we have already done. Now the parts of phloem, sieve tube, sieve cells. Once again, sieve tubes, sieve cells, companion cells, tubular. The one that is tube-like means tubular. Perforated. Perforated means pores on it. Phloem. Phloem is an example of a complex permanent tissue that helps in the transport of food in a plant. Now let's come to animal tissues. The first type of animal tissue is epithelial. Epithelial tissue. Epithelium. Epithelium. Alveoli. So alveoli are the balloon-like structures present in the lungs. Permeability. Permeability. Extracellular. Extracellular. So extracellular means outside the cell. Fibrous. Fibrous. Transportation. Transportation. Next page. Squamous. Squamous. So all the epithelium diagrams are given here. This is squamous. This is stratified squamous. Stratified word is used when it is going to be many layered. And if it is simple in one layer, it will be named as squamous. Next word for epithelial tissue, cuboidal. Cuboidal. Last type of epithelial tissue, columnar. Columnar. This could be ciliated also. So if it is having cilia, it will be named as ciliated columnar epithelium. This is present in the intestine, and intestine contains villi, so that basically helps in the absorption. Oesophagus. Oesophagus. It is the another name for the food pipe. Columnar, I have already pronounced it for you. Epithelial barrier. Epithelial barrier. Respiratory. Respiratory. Projections. Projections. Tubules. Tubules. Specialization. Specialization. Glandular epithelium. Glandular epithelium is the one that will be secreting something because gland includes the collection of cells that will be secretory or they will be producing something in nature. Intercellular matrix. Intercellular matrix. Concordance. Concordance. Now, this diagram, which is given on the left side, is the gist of actually the main tissues in the human beings. So, here the pronunciations are important. I hope it is visible. This will be pronounced as neutrophil, neutrophil, eosinophil, eosinophil. Next one, basophil. These are the three different types of WBCs that I have just pronounced for you. Once again, neutrophil, eosinophil, basophil. And these are also these one, lymphocyte and monocyte. Lymphocyte and monocyte are also the types of WBCs. So overall, how many WBCs we have? 5. All in one go: neutrophil, eosinophil, basophil, lymphocyte, monocyte. Platelets are the cells that are present in the blood and they basically help in the clotting. So we have three types of cells in the blood: RBCs, WBCs, and platelets. The alternate name of RBC is erythrocytes. For WBCs, leukocytes. For platelets, thrombocytes. Okay. Next one. This is the transverse section of bone. Bone comes in your skeletal connective tissue, and this is pronounced as Haversian canal. Haversian canal. So this concentric ring type of arrangement seen in the bone is Haversian canal. Next one is cartilage. Cartilage also comes in the skeletal connective tissue. So this cell of the cartilage will be pronounced as chondrocyte. Chondrocyte. Whenever you will see the word chondro, means it is related to cartilage. And this is hyaline matrix. Hyaline matrix is the cytoplasm of the cartilage, which is known as hyaline cartilage. So in connective tissue, we never call cytoplasm, rather we use the word matrix. So hyaline cartilage is a type of cartilage. The cytoplasm of it will be known as hyaline matrix. Next one. So this is areolar tissue given to you. You should know how to draw it. The cells that are given are reticular fiber, fibroblast, plasma cell, mast cell, collagen fiber, macrophage. One more time. Reticular fiber, fibroblast, mast cell, plasma cell, collagen fiber, macrophage. Next one. This one is the adipose tissue. The prominent cell of adipose tissue is adipocyte. Adipocyte. And what does it store? Adipose. What is adipose? It is a type of fat. This will be pronounced as nucleus, and this is fat droplet. So once you are learning to draw the diagrams, these all parts should be learned well. Adipocyte is a cell that will contain fat or adipose, and this is the nucleus. Let's see some more pronunciations. So the cells of the blood are known as corpuscles. The next word is non-flexible. Non-flexible. Matrix. Calcium. Phosphorus. Ligaments. Ligaments. This one. Tendons. So this is the words that I have read on this page and on the diagram. They are connective tissue. Areolar. Areolar. Adipose. Insulator. Insulator. Just above this here, another word is given, globules. Globules. Next one, muscular. Muscular. These are the three types of muscle that you can see right now on your screen. The first one are skeletal muscles or voluntary muscles or striated muscles. They have light and dark band on them. So that is why they have written here striations. Striation means the lines, light and dark lines. This is nuclei. The plural of nucleus is nuclei. Always remember, skeletal muscles are multinucleated, means they have many nuclei in them. Next one, spindle shaped muscle cell. Spindle shaped muscle cell because the shape of the muscle is a spindle shaped. This one is the spindle shape. They are broader in the center but narrow at anterior and posterior end. Such type of muscles are also known as smooth muscles. These muscles are involuntary in nature, means they do not work according to our will. Next one, these are cardiac muscles. These are present in our heart. So nuclei are being shown. Along with that, striations are also there. So they resemble the skeletal muscles, these muscles, because they both have striations on them, right? So you should know how to draw the diagram of all these three types of muscles. Next word for you is appropriately. Appropriately. Cylindrical. Cylindrical. Cylindrical word is generally used for the skeletal muscles. Multinucleate is also used for them. Next one, iris. Iris is the ball of your eye. The outer circle of your eye is iris, which contains circular and longitudinal muscles. Spindle. Rhythmic. Rhythmic word is related to cardiac muscles. Involuntary means not in your control. Smooth muscles, these ones, the spindle shaped muscles and the cardiac muscles, they both are involuntary. So the terms that you can use for the muscles are cylindrical. Cylindrical word can be used for the skeletal muscles or the voluntary muscles or the striated muscles. Branched muscles are cardiac muscles. Uninucleate, cardiac muscles. Okay. Cylindrical word can also be used for the heart muscles as well. Okay. But they are branched. Here, these muscles, these are cylindrical, but they are unbranched. So the property of them is cylindrical, unbranched, multinucleated. For these ones, spindle shaped, uninucleated. These ones, cylindrical, branched, and uninucleate. Next tissue is nervous tissue. The word that I have highlighted for you is a spinal cord. On this diagram of neuron, you can see nucleus, dendrite, cell body, which can also be known as soma, axon, and nerve ending. On this side, dendrites transmitted impulses, stimuli. Again, dendrites are the branches of dendrons. They are the receptors that are there in our body and they will receive the information from outside, right? So they will pick up the information from stimulus, which is outside. Transmitted impulses, stimuli. The plural of stimulus is stimuli. Okay. So with this, I am done with the major spellings of the tissues chapter in which the students they face the problem. Whenever you will hear this audio video and in case it helps you, please do share it with your friends so that they can also be benefited. Consider subscribing if it was helpful to you. See you in next video. Thank you.